Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild as part of Winter's Elementary. As you can see here, I'm wrapped up nice and warm because I'm actually here at the Snowfield horse house. I was going to say the Snowfield horse house, literally. The Snowfield stable. Look at that dog like lying on his back, rolling around in the snow. Look at him. My god. Anyway. I decided that, well, I wanted to have a look at Breath of the Wild anyway. A giraffe. No, I'm not going to take a giraffe. How can I... an Organosaurus for that matter. It's like, oh, it's a giraffe. No, I'm going to be taking a Pona. Why not? Which you get by one of the amiibos. I can't remember which. The one my brother has. I think it's Twilight Princess Link or something like that. Or else it's Super Smash Brothers Link, one or the other. But yeah, like Breath of the Wild, just like I showed it off for Summertime Radness, I thought, well, look, Winter's Elementary is just another opportunity for me to talk about this amazing game some more, so why not just go and do it, you know? Especially since this game, as I mentioned in Twilight Princess, offers just so much in the way of beautiful snowy landscapes. I mean, you thought Snow Peak was beautiful in Twilight Princess when we showed that. Just look at this for like a vast wintry wonderland. And I just think it's so beautiful, but also so scary. Oh my god, a Korok, hello. Hello there. Yahaha! And I think all of the things that I said about Snow Peak in Twilight Princess, they hold true for this game as well, actually even more so. I better actually decide where I'm going here. See, what I thought was I actually haven't explored all this shit up all around here at all. Like, I've got up to about here, and then I ended up coming down here and exploring. So actually this whole area up here is kind of uncharted territory for me, so that's what I decided I wanted to do, was I just kind of like explore up around here. Hey wolf. And look, there's a rhinoceros, imposterous. Hello. So what I'll do is I'll actually set up here maybe as a beacon, just so I know which direction I'm going in. So yeah, do you remember in like Twilight Princess I was talking about how the one of the appeals for me anyway of any sort of like icy landscape is just like the feeling of well, I think I'm gonna have to leave Epona behind there, she'll be fine. Is just like the feeling of complete and utter vulnerability is what it is, that kind of way. Because as I said, like in the Twilight Princess video, no matter how intelligent or ingenious we are as human beings, like the freezing temperatures and ice and snow of... there's a shrine that I activated in there. The freezing temperatures and ice and snow of the polar wilderness, like they're not going to make any excuses for you, that kind of way. And I think like however much that feels like that when you're in the Paramina Rift or when you're in Snow Peak in Twilight Princess, in this game you feel like that half the time anyway. Like you all like you're in survival mode for most of the game. Do I have like... oh, I do. I have a fire weapon, so that should like kill it in one hit. But yeah, like in this game, you're in survival mode a lot of the time anyway, for the most part, you know? And then, like, by the time you get to an area like this, you're only just kind of not finding your feet, but you're only kind of just starting to feel like, you're only just starting to feel like you're safe, kind of, if you know what I mean. Like, you're able to kind of take anything the world throws at you. And then you get to somewhere like this, and you're reminded all over again how kind of weak and insignificant you actually are. Do you know what I mean? I think that's like one of the most amazing feelings, because you do get here and you don't have like the clothes that can keep you warm. You don't like you have to kind of use your ingenuity to cook up things to keep you warm and keep on top of things. Fighting is a bitch when you're here at the start and things like that. And it's just like are you like going to attack me if I like try and get you out of this snow? But yeah, and I think it's like a really powerful sort of feeling, and to couple that in this game with just how vast the polar regions are, or like the frigid regions are. I mean, you're talking about all, I presume all up around here is all ice and snow, all down here as well is all ice and snow, and then over here as well is all ice and snow over by Mount Hyrule, and it's just like, you really feel small, that kind of way, and that's how the world in this game makes you feel in general, is just small. I'm actually going to like go ahead and maybe get to the top here and maybe go for a nice glide, maybe? Like get up here really high and then glide over. Just like see from up here. And like as well, it's just everything about it. Like you can't see clearly. You can't see clearly what's going on, what you're going to be going up against, what's in front of you, that kind of way. And as I say, it's a really kind of like humbling feeling is what it is. Just like in Eventide Island, there's like something down there, but I can't remember what it is. I think actually what's down there, I think I remember, is there's like a cave somewhere near here, where I remember it's like the best place that I found for... Hey Rhino. Hey there. Oh no! I remember like that cave that I found was like the best place for farming the ice geese wings or whatever. Because like there was some upgrade I wanted to get where you needed like a fuck ton of ice geese wings. I think it was either part of the climbing gear or else it was part of this gear. It was one or the other, though I think this one you actually needed the warm Safina or something. But I think it was like the climbing gear you needed like a shitload of ice geese wings, and I found like a cave here that had like loads and loads and loads of them. And there's also like when you go through that cave, then there's loads of those kind of like rock enemies, if you know what I mean. They're like the TLoZ but smaller. And like you can grind like amber and gemstones. Sometimes they drop like, I remember one of them dropped a sapphire. I was like, holy shit. So that like became like not a tradition, but that became like a regular haunt for me after every blood moon. Drop by there, pick up like the ice geese wings. A room with a moose is where we are now apparently. And also grind off those rock guys to maybe get some money out of the deal, so... having like a fire weapon is definitely like an advantage here in these frigid regions, because like most of the enemies that are here, they're like those iceless alphos, and they can actually be a bit of a pain if you don't like have like a fire weapon. But a fire weapon, as you saw, will take them out in like one hit. And normally between like all of the like shrines and the tests of strength and all that junk, you're going to be getting like some sort of like fire weapon on a like semi-regular basis, because that's like what you get from a lot of those like shrines that are like the blessing shrines or whatever, where they just like give you some crummy not some crummy weapon, that sounds so like disrespectful. It's like, here, have my blessing, oh look, bring me your next terrible gift is what it's like. But yeah, it's so strange like playing this now that I've kind of played it for so long, and there's a lonely Korok up here. Hey there. Tweehee! I actually cannot see anything of where I'm going. There's a shrine down there apparently. How did I miss you? Seriously, how did I miss that? I must have like been up here and like looked around and everything like that, and here's this thing just wide out in the open. And there's like a little house down there and everything. Jeez. Okay, well look, let's visit the house first, and then we can go to the shrine. I was actually cutting it pretty close. I'm pretty sure that was like the last second I could have deployed that sailcloth or whatever it's called, paraglider. Well, here, I'm just going to take your wood if that's okay with you. This is Selmy's spot. Patty and Selmy? No, that's another game. Hey there. You're definitely not Patty and Selma. Look at you. You look more like Gem and the Holograms or something. Hey, wait a second. You hiked all this way to meet the best or whatever it was at shield surfing, right? Oh my god, are you like a surfer girl? Too bad that for you that I'm retired, huh? It's been years since anyone knew me as the Duchess of Downhill. Better than the Duchess of Downtown, I guess. But if you don't mind a few pointers from a has-been, I'd be happy to critique your technique. Such enthusiasm. But I'm just any surfer come lately. I was the best. And that means my advice isn't free. She must be like the Daryl to Link's Setzer or something like that. 20 rupees? Yeah, okay. Smart, good choice. I don't even know what this is. Probably some like mini game or something. Yeah, okay. Seems serious about this. Not very surfer-like. Okay, because I always forget what the controls are to this. Just hold out your shield and then hop onto it mid-jump. I always like forget what you actually do, like what the actual fundamentals are of this shield surfing malarkey. Do you know what? I kind of feel like going to the shrine first so I can at least have somewhere to... So I can at least have somewhere to warp back to if I fuck this up, do you know? If I dig the way you surf, I'll let you advance to the next step. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready, even though this shield will probably break. How do I do this? There we go. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it! Yetta, eat your heart out. Jeez. Oh my god. Yetta ain't got nothing on this. I can imagine her now in the background being like, I'm starting to feel just a little abused like a coffee machine in an office. Oh, like that. I can just imagine her. I can hear her dulcet tones. I don't even know if I'm going the right direction. But there seems to be like a pretty logical course mapped out for me here. I think I could have actually caught that dragonfly if I put my mind to it there as well. Now I'm wondering if I have to like get out of my way, imposterous! I'm wondering whether I have to like make this in a certain time, like under a minute or something like that. I have to be like almost there, surely. I got there, oh my god, and time. At least it's going to like warp me all the way back up there. I don't have to trek all the way back up to her ass. Okay. Lay it on me. How was I? Pretty average time all told, but not too keen on letting you move on, but I'll make it your call. You comfy here, you want to push ahead anyway. Do your worst. Let's put the test aside for now and just ask you straight out. What does shield surfing really mean to you? Shield surfing is life. Shield surfing is love. Falling over cliffs. Oh my god, I guess I'm like too... No, fuck you. You think you're so great, you're like this big kahuna or something like that. You're like... It's like this is Cool Runnings and I'm the Jamaicans and she's John Candy is what it is. And she got thrown out of the shield surfing Olympics for like having a load of bricks inside her shield or something. Yeah, well, thank you for letting me visit your cozy cabin at least. This is way better than the one I built in Minecraft, I've gotta say, so. But I think it's time for me to be moving on here. Now, where was that shrine I saw? Surely it's like around here somewhere. There's like a cave. There it is. Yeah, it's inside in this little hollow. Like, it's little like areas like this that just make me love this game. Just these like pretty little cracks and crevices in the landscape. It's like you've just got to love it, you know? But yeah, this is pretty unexpected. I didn't know whether I'd be doing any shrines here in this level or in this video. Oh my god, it's doing it. No, wait a second, it didn't do it. What the fuck? I was so annoyed because my beautiful plan worked. And then all of us, and then like, what did it do? Like, how could that little ball like wheedle its way in through that, wheedle its way in through that little hole? It's like, what the fuck? Seriously. Anyway, where are we now? Okay, we've got like a little bit more exploring done. I kind of feel like what I'd like to do is just kind of come up around here, like go to the very like. I want to go to the edge of the world. That's going to be my goal for the rest of this video. I, Harry, am going to make it to the edge of Hyrule is what I'm going to do, to the northernmost edge of Hyrule. That's going to be my plan, and I'm going to make it happen. There's an ice geese right there. See, the thing is, they're actually, like, really hard to find. Should I maybe, like, just, like, do this? I'm just going to, like, snowboard down here. Just for the fun of it. But yeah, as I said, if I was ever going to have, like, any criticism at this amazing game, look, I still have, like, the shield on my feet. What was up with that? I suppose that's so you can do, like, big long chains where you glide and then you continue shield surfing and then glide and surf and glide and surf. It's that, like, I don't know, for me, like, the way I played it, maybe it was just, like, the way I played it just didn't lend itself to being kind of, get out of here. Maybe, like, it was just, like, the way I played it didn't really lend itself to getting invested in, like, the story and the characters and how the quest was going and things like that. But for me, like, I just remember I did, like, the Zora's domain first. Like, what's it called? The Varuto or Varuta or whatever it's called. The Heffalump. Look at all these, like, alpine flowers just sitting here in the snow. How beautiful. And, like, for me, like, that was absolutely amazing. There was, like, such like an amazing build-up to what was going on, and, like, you really got invested in the issues that, like, this creature was causing for the Zoras in Zora's domain. Not only that, but there was some sort of personal involvement between Link and the characters, so that kind of way you had to get in there, you had to gain their trust and whatever. And, like, then that set me up for thinking, oh my god, if every other divine beast and every other, like, section, like, quarter of the 4-part storyline here, or the 4-part quest, is going to be this amazing, like, I'm going to be, it's going to blow my mind. And you know what? Then it wasn't, because, like, there is no other divine. It's like the Zoras and, like, the Heffalump. They were like a premature ejaculation or something like that, because, like, it was just so amazing and you got so invested in them as characters. You had, like, memorable characters in general. They had a connection to the past, which actually, like, basically your main mission is, like, the continuation of the mission you started back, like, before you got put into stasis or whatever. But the thing is, like, the Zoras, they have, like, a connection back to that time. It's like they're still, in their minds, they're still waging that same trust war that they did back at the beginning. And apparently there's a Korok up here. And then that's completely missing from any of the other ones. Like, to a certain extent it's there with the Gorons, but you don't really care about it all too much. Oh my god, it's going all spazzy. It's going crazy. Okay, so it stops up there once, so I'm just gonna keep up here and wait for it to get back up here. Because they do, like, go on, like, a certain track. It's not like that it's completely randomized. Yahaha! You're up here all lonely on top of this mountaintop, and the other Korok is up. There's another shrine. The other Korok is up all lonely on that mountaintop as well. Is that actually, like, over at where we're going? At, like, the edge of tomorrow? You know what? It actually is. It looks like, doesn't it? Like, that actually looks like the edge of the world there, where that shrine is. But yeah, and then, like, with the Gorons, it's like, yeah, sure, it's like your man's Daruk's grandson or whatever, and that's kind of okay, but as a character, he's just not very, like there's just not the same sort of kind of connection that you have with him as a character. He's not as kind of interesting or likable. And then you get to like the re-shows and like the Holy Moly Shrine, the Dios Mio Shrine is what that's like. Let's see what's in here. You get like you get to the re-shows, and it's like, first of all, as far as I could tell anyway, the guy who's like the warrior guy now has like no connection whatsoever to back at the beginning. All it is, oh yeah, there's this big bird up there. There's not even any big kind of build up as to what kind of issues it's causing for them in there. Oh my god, a test of strength? Well, this is going to be interesting. A major test of strength. Okay, this is going to be really interesting. I'm going to put on my like favorite my outfit I usually use when I'm like fighting the Guardians, which usually I use the diamond circlet, the champion's tunic, and then like the Hylian trousers and shields. Do you know what, I might as well use this. When else am I going to use that thing, do you know? And I might as well use this then as well. Because it looks like this is going to be like, there's not even going to be any pillars that I can use to stun it or anything like that, so this is going to be a fun one. But yeah, then you get to the re-show and it's like, there's not even, it's like you get there, and I was waiting for there to be some sort of a story or some sort of a build-up, and you think it like came? No, not at all. Jesus, oh my god, he like took off like 5 of my hearts there. Did you think there was like any sort of a story? Really? No, there wasn't. It was just like, oh, this guy's kind of like feeling sorry for himself. Okay, this is like the part where I have no pillars for it to dodge him into. Oh my god, is that like... There are blocks though. Oh my god, okay, that's really cool. I never noticed that before. That there are actually like blocks that you can... I've never noticed this. Is this like in all of them where there are no pillars? That's like really, really, really cool. I never noticed that. Holy shit. Yeah, as I was saying, like, do you think that there was a story? Oh, he's just going to do, like, the air thing now. What other weapons do I have here? I have Mighty Lionel's Spear, if you think I'm going to use this against this piece of shit. You've got another thing coming. And then, like, no, it's just like, oh, this guy's kind of like a bit of a loser, and he's like, he's after letting himself go or whatever. Oh, my sword broke. And he's after, like, letting himself go. And then it's just like, oh, well, look, there's this bird up there. Well, even if it is, we're not going to tell you, but even if it is, like... Oh, I thought he was already doing the laser. Okay. Well, that is kind of a laser, I guess. I thought he was, like, going to start doing the big laser already. He's almost dead now anyway, so I could probably just like take him out. I could probably like swap back to my guardian sword. No, not that. This. Yeah, we're gonna take him out in no time. But yeah, so for me, it was just like, oh well, you're going taking out the bird anyway, and by the time you get to the Rito village, it's like you do this one small little mini game, and then you're there, you're going taking on the guardian beast, and it's like, okay, well, okay, I guess been there, done that, got the t-shirt, you know? And like compared to like when you're going to Zora's domain, you have this huge build up of, oh my god, it's like, first of all, it's a huge journey to get there because you can't climb, and because of the water, so it's like this arduous sort of trek to get there, and you feel like you have this sense of accomplishment. And then, as I said already, you have this sense of like real connection and real incentive to actually get the job done. And it feels like really good. And then like all three of the others, pretty much, that's just not there. Like that just isn't there whatsoever. The same incentive isn't there, except for maybe the Gorons, but it's not on the same level as the Zoras. The same incentive isn't there. It's kind of just like part of your regular day. So well, you're going to be taking on the beast anyway. If you can help people along the way, why not? And are you even helping them? Who knows? You know, and you know, I don't know. It just feels like really kind of like irrelevant, is what I'm trying to say. We actually here on the edge. We actually are here on the edge of the world. We've reached our goal. You wanted to see what the edge of Hyrule looked like? Well, here it is. It's a frozen... Gee, where the fuck did that come from? Anyway. So yeah, like, and then, like for me, none of the actual, like, and then, like, the Divine Beast, the dungeons themselves are cool. They're, like, inventive or whatever. But they're not as kind of, like, there's nothing on the same level as, like, the dungeons that are in Twilight Princess, but as I say, that's kind of irrelevant because that's not the way this game is set up in the first place anyway, so that's kind of really beside the point. But like, I kind of want to see what's on the top of that mountain now, seeing as I see that jet of air going up there. So, I don't know. Like then, like nothing, no part of like the main quest really sort of lives up to how actually epic the main storyline itself is, if you know what I mean, because the main storyline itself is a really epic journey and an epic tale, you know. Actually gonna want to get to the top of this mountain, which shouldn't take too long, so I can be king of the mountain, I guess. But and then like for me, like everything that I love about this game is all of the stuff that has nothing to do with the Divine Beast, because that's what I spent most of my time doing, even in like the main storyline. Like there was nothing in like my main playthrough that kind of made me feel, oh my god, I've got to get to the next Divine Beast, and I've got to get to the next Divine Beast. Like you can see like when like my progress between, like you can see like the last time when I played for Summertime Radness, I didn't even have like the camel done, and like I didn't even have the camel done because, like, as I said, there was no kind of real thing, there was nothing really driving me to do it except, oh well, you've kind of got to do the Divine Beast, do you know? I don't know. It's just kind of like, it's just kind of, should I like take a picture here to like, should I take like a picture here as like should I take like a picture here as a souvenir? A selfie? Can I like pose? How do you pose again? No, that's like zooming in. Zoom in on his like little, on his rosy cheeks from the cold weather. How do you pose again? Oh, that's it. Thoughtful Link? I can do like I have like the mountain on top of my finger or something. Or I can do like I'm holding up the Statue of Liberty, but that Liberty. I can do like I'm holding up that stupid bird. That's what I can do. Well, no. Look at his goofy expression on his face, seriously. That's a cool one. That's a good one. I'm gonna capture this one with like the mountain peak in the background. Save. Can I actually go and have a look at that? At like my album. But yeah, as I said, there's like nothing really that kind of really drives you to do like the rest of the Divine Beast, and I think that's like for me like the critique that I would level at this game is that like everything I love about this game is everything that has nothing to do with the actual storyline and nothing to do with the actual quest, because what I love about this game is the world and the exploration and how insignificant and weak and humbling, like, and humble it makes you feel, you know. So yeah, I don't know. like, that's my thoughts on this game. If you have any other thoughts that you want to share on this game, I would be more than happy to hear about it. So why not? I was going to say, like, why don't you leave a comment in the video about that? Is that another Korok? Can I actually get, like, another Korok in this video? What I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this guy first of all. Idiot. Oh, there's another one. But yeah, like, I was going to say leave a comment in this video, but why do that when you could actually go ahead and make a video? So why don't you make a video for Winter's Elementary all about Breath of the Wild and what you think about it, whether you feel the same way, what your thoughts are on the wintry environments of this place. And why don't you, so we can get like some discussion going on here. Unfortunately, video responses aren't a thing anymore, the story of our lives, when we're trying to make a project like this happen, but that's beside the point. Here I am, king of my own little mountain here. Can I actually, like, get up here? Yeah, climb up that small little thing. I'm trying to, like, get up here so I can, like, end off the video with a cool shot, as if the other one wasn't cool enough. There, that should do it. So yeah, as I said, there's a Korok in the background. How ridiculous. Capture taken. Anyway, as I say, thanks a million for watching this part of the Breath of the Wild for Winter's Elementary. Why don't you make something and contribute to Winter's Elementary too? It's a barrel of laughs, I will guarantee that. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.